have a book inside of you that is God-given, that whether it's fiction or nonfiction, is something you know is going to not only impact the reader, but is going to have impact for the kingdom of God, that will point people toward biblical truth. And yet you have been stuck with that book inside of you, overwhelmed with thinking about putting it on the page, or just frustrated and stuck on how to actually get it out of this place of jumble in your head and into a smooth flow on the page. I'm Caitlin Silva, and I work with Christian mompreneurs, and I help them to get clarity on their book content, confidently write and publish a bestseller, and then use that as a tool, not just for business, but also for impact and authority and legacy in the world. Today, I want to talk to you about how you can finally get past that jumble, get past continuing to put it off on the back burner for the mythological someday, and instead start actually putting words to the page. Because I truly believe that your book was given to you by God for His kingdom and His glory and His purposes. And when it's just staying stuck inside of you, it is not fulfilling that purpose. And I want to help you do exactly that. So the first step is actually getting that clarity. I want you to go ahead and set aside just 15 minutes of undistracted time. Maybe you have to close the bathroom door for a few minutes, or go out to your car, or just some place that you can be undistracted and you can just focus for 15 minutes. What I want you to do is get a piece of paper and a pencil or a pen. Don't try typing this for right now, just write it down. And I want you to just start writing down all of those ideas inside of your mind, all of that jumble. Just let it get written down on the paper. And I'm not talking about the actual content of the book. Just write down little words or phrases that will trigger your memory and allow you to remember what the full idea is. And just start writing those down on the paper. And don't discount anything, just let everything flow. Just continue writing down ideas, even if it seems silly or something you don't know how you're going to use yet. That's okay. Just anything that pops in your head, just write it down and keep going until nothing else comes up specifically related to this book idea. Of course, other things outside of that, that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about just related to this book idea. And you're gonna, if you can go longer than 15 minutes and you can just keep writing until you get all the way through, fantastic. If you do have to stop, that's okay. Pick it up as soon as you can. Read back through what you wrote to get your mind kind of going through the thought process again, and then keep going until, like I said, you get to the place where you can't think of anything else. Once you get all of that jumble on the page, it's going to do a couple of things. Number one, it's going to free up your brain space and your creativity to, instead of being worried and stressed out trying to remember all that jumble, it can now focus on coming up with new ideas, piecing things together, connecting the dots that maybe were a little bit blurry before and you weren't sure how they were going to come together. So number one, it does that. Number two, it also allows you to put all of that jumble into a concrete place as opposed to this abstract place in your mind. And it allows you to start working with that in a concrete way and make progress with your book. So it means that you can actually look at what you have. You can start connecting the related content, maybe in chapters or in segments, and you can put it together into a flow or a roadmap from beginning to end through your book. Now, this is going to look different for some of you that love to plan everything to a very high level. And if you're someone who just likes to kind of go with it, just writing it down and just giving yourself even a loose idea can be so beneficial and helpful in allowing you to even just see the guideline or the theme through the book that will help you get the content on the page and get to the end of the first draft. So I'd love to know how this works out for you. So make sure after you try the exercise, you leave a comment below and share with me your breakthroughs, your insights, and your wins. And don't forget to like and follow for more tips. Remember that your book can change a life.